Pretty people. Yes, there's my Facebook family. Hello, pretty people. If you are a pretty person, you're my people. I appreciate you. So today we're going to make sure we dive in to a quick lunch and learn. I know it's not Tuesday. Today is a Monday, marvelous Monday. Lucius is in the building. And so we're going to talk about when it comes to social media. I need you to ask yourself these questions, and I'm going to give you some questions to ask yourself. Why are you on social media? What's the presence of your social media look like to other people? And what would you like to change about it? And so there are a few things that you might want to consider that I had to consider because, like I said, I did not build my business initially online. I was offline for years, and that is what I was taught. Face to face, which was great. It took me to the top 2% of the company at that time. But obviously things change. Seasons change, right? Technology has changed. Social media has changed. So obviously I needed to what? Tell me, put in the chat. I needed to change. Okay. And so I needed to change the way that I wanted to show up so I could stay relevant, so I could stay excited. And so wanted to share those things with you. So if you're in that place, look at it. So that's me trying to make sure that I can see myself on my cell phone. So yes. Hello, gorgeous. Say hi, Jerusha. Hello. So we're going to talk about what that might look like. And if you want to change your image on social and why you need to do that to attract more people, if that's important to you. If not, that's okay too. But at least you'll know what to ask yourself. Hi, gorgeous. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You look pretty today too. All the pretty people actually are here. Miss Chandra is in the building. Miss Chandra in the building already. I know. Listen, I am on a 90-day sprint. So I am showing up, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, 90 days, income producing activity, marketing and branding. I'm developing 100 online leaders in my personal organization. Like, huge goal. Like, I needed to sound crazy so people think I'm crazy because I am crazy enough to take on the challenge. I'm very competitive. How many competitive people I got on here? Tell the truth, shame to them. How many competitive people I got on here with me? Yes, I like to compete with myself. Yes, I'm all about like, what is it that I need to be doing to go to my next level? And every day, I'm trying to live up to my full potential because my full potential takes off running in front of me every single morning. And I'm always trying to catch up to me and all the things that God has deposited into me. And so, yes, if you're joining me for the very first time, make sure you put newbie in the comments below. Say, I'm a newbie girl. You're just now hearing the sound of my voice. Put newbie in the comments below. Say, I'm a newbie. Who is this chick? Well, I'm Jerusha, motivational speaker, radio personality, and business coach in the direct sales business. And I help women start a business in my personal organization or build your current businesses online or offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag double threat, put it in the comments, hashtag double threat. If you want to be able to build your business offline and online, because that's just more people that you can talk to, more problems that you can solve for other people. Yes. Okay. Charlotte is in the building. Oh, you're tagging somebody. Okay, great. Yes. So I want to make sure that I share with you what I know for sure. My hope is to shorten somebody else's learning curve. So I show up, I'm live every Tuesday at 1:30 on my business page, sharing knowledge, tips, actionable things that you can do to further your businesses or start a business, tools, apps, how to automate, all the things, overcoming objections, all the things that I've learned so you can now pursue your dreams. Yes, hashtag double threat. Yes, I love it. Thank you. Miss Fountain is in the building. I appreciate that. So let's talk about it. So these are some of the things that I needed to ask myself. And let me just say this, if you're on this 90-day run with me, some of you are on a 90-day sprint with your organizations, because I don't discuss companies. I'm only concerned with people. I love the people. I'm focused on the people, and you guys are my people. Okay. So I want you to know that you are worthy. You could have an idea that's worth millions, but it's worth nothing if you don't get started. And so if you haven't gotten started in a 90-day run or a 90-day sprint or whatever it is, I need you to start. You should what you do and get paid to do it. So when I realized I can only experience, when I worked in corporate America, I worked in radio and television prior to my business. I actually enjoyed what I did, met a lot of great people. I think the industry is wonderful. However, I wanted time freedom. Nothing wrong with them. I wanted time freedom. I changed my perspective on what I want my life to look like. And so when I realized I can only experience what my rectangular paycheck was worth, I was confused. I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. So I can only buy what you're telling me is in this rectangular box that you give me every 2 weeks. I can only travel where this rectangular paycheck can take me. Is that what you're saying? I can only purchase what this rectangular paycheck can afford. Yes or yes. I can only help my parents or my children or whatever based on this rectangular paycheck that you gave me. So when I realized that, I was like, no, I'm gonna need to change. So mine was, and the biggest part for me was I was trapped in a 9 to 5 and I needed time freedom. So I can only go when you say I can go. That became the problem for me. The biggest problem was, oh my gosh, I was going to miss. Okay, my son was a preemie and I was going to miss, he wasn't, if anybody has preemies, if you had a preemie, put preemie in the comments below. So you know all the things, right? When you're born 2 pounds and 3 pounds, it's very difficult. And so he wasn't rolling over. He wasn't on target with the chart at all. And, they were always telling you, he might be delayed. He's going to be behind. And you don't want to hear that. Like when you're like a mom, you're like, I don't want that. I don't want that to be the issue. So I had to obviously pay for physical therapy, speech therapy, whatever therapy you can name, girl, that's the one we got. And so that's when I started realizing that, I'm going to have to spend more time with him because he can't even crawl. He can't roll over. He can't do this. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Okay. So I'm thinking this is the worst thing for me. And I'm like, I don't know. What am I going to do? And my first thoughts was, I need more time. And how do I get more time? Because I work in this box that they gave me and I don't have time. And so the 3 times a week, the therapist came, he needed this every day. And then they tell you to do these exercises at home. And I love therapists. So if you are any type of therapist, I love you. I appreciate you. If you work in the NICU, oh my gosh, your job, oh my gosh, you should get paid more. So all these things. So that made me want to work for myself so I could pay attention and I can get him on track with where he was supposed to be. Okay. So my why was driving me. So I tell people all the time, my story is a little different because I had a reason I needed to leave corporate America because I knew if I didn't, he was going to be more delayed and all the things. And I didn't want that. So I had to start asking myself some hard questions. And I had to do the things that I never did before. I never sold anything before, never even heard of network marketing and direct sales, never, approached a stranger about a product or service or opportunity. I never did that. But for me, if it was legal at that time, which was years ago, I was like, I'm going to do whatever. It's legal. Now I live in Atlanta. I was like, what do I need to do? If it's legal, I need to do it. As long as I can create the time that I want. That was my only thing. So the first person, this is why I'm saying you don't know why people will change. Someone would have looked and be like, oh, she has a nice corporate job. My degrees are in communications and public relations. Oh, I'm not going to talk to her. But you don't know what changed. Now, maybe before that, I probably wouldn't have been open. But when life changes, you have to make decisions to change. So if you're in that situation where you are looking for something, you need to start. You need to know your worth. Okay. So when it comes to social media right now, to me, you have it so much easier. I was face-to-face presentations, office in my office here in Atlanta, things like that. After work every day. Right now, all you got to do is press a button and you're online. You're right in front of, right now, it's crazy. I'm in front of how many people? So you could be in front of hundreds of people with just a press of a button. A press of a button to talk about whatever it is that you have going on. So when it comes to social media, ask yourself these questions and start marketing and branding so you can reach the levels that you want and get the things that you want. And you're not trapped in a rectangular box if you don't want to be. So I need you to share your enthusiasm about your product. Share your enthusiasm about your business and service. And sharing doesn't mean, hey, purchase this. I'm big on people don't come to social media with credit card in hand. People go to Amazon for that. When I open up Amazon, I'm ready to buy. I'm ready to buy. Okay. I know something going down. I'm purposely going on here because I'm looking for something to purchase. When people come to social media, they don't have their credit card. They don't. Right now, when you open up and you see me, you don't. Now, they will purchase, but that's not the thought of the platform. The thought is to be social. The thought is to be entertained. The thought is to engage with friends and family. It's a thought behind it, right? When people go to YouTube, what they're going to YouTube for, to learn something. It's, to me, it's a learning tool. Like, oh, how do I hang a picture on the wall? Oh, how do I paint? Like, that's a tool where you learn, right? So when people come on social media, what value are you giving? What are you bringing to the table? So if you decide to write that book, right? Because I told you that I need you to start. That's the first thing. You are an author. Is that what you want people to know you as? You an author. Right now, I need you to start speaking like you are an author. You have decided to start that business. You have decided to start that blog. I meet people and they say, well, I'm working on the blog. And I say, why did you start? It's like, oh, I'm trying to get this, and this together. I'm like, no, that's why you should start. You decided to create that app. Start. You've decided to change. Yes or yes. But there will be some things that you have to understand. The moment you say, yes, I am an author, and you start telling people, even though you only wrote one chapter, you are becoming an author. You're always becoming. I'm always becoming. You want to be in the process. I'm always becoming better. If you stay the same, you're just going to die. Like, you've got to be always learning, always moving, always pushing yourself, especially online. Like, stretch yourself. Now, there will be, oh, is it? I don't know why she said your live is glitching, but that's on TikTok. So it might be them. I'm not quite sure why that would be. Hold on. Everything looks good on my end over here, but let's see. Let's see if that makes a difference. Thank you so much for joining me and telling me. I appreciate that. Is that Kita? Thank you so much. All right. So now there will be some specific targets, right? That the enemy, once you do that and you decide, I'm playing too small. Okay. I'm not playing big enough. That's why I said I'm developing 100 online leaders. When I say it, people are like, okay, the people in, I'm like, no, it's happening. You just don't see it yet. I'm becoming this person, the only person that has done that. That's what's happening. I'm making history right now. I'm breaking all records right now. So there will be some targets that the enemy will be using to stop you from doing that. In the 90-day sprint that I'm in, I already, every day, I knew the enemy was coming. He will attempt to distract, discredit, dismantle you strategically. He will attempt to destroy you, discourage you, and cause doubt. Listen, you do not let him win, okay? You will be protected and vindicated if you are aggressive and alert. If you have a plan of action. I had a plan of action to leave corporate America. I have a plan of action being on social media to develop 100 online leaders in my organization. There's a plan for that. The enemy will not win. He can't win. He can't, because I'm going to do whatever is necessary. WIN, write that down. Whatever is necessary. You've got to do whatever is necessary for you to build or start your businesses. That's the first thing you need to ask yourself. That was the first question. Write it down. Okay. Who are you? Who are you? And who do you want people to know you as? Who are you? That's number one. I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, yes. And I'm a doggone good business coach. I'm the person that's developing 100 online leaders in my organization. That's who I am. And so when I show up online, I say that. So who are you? Own it, say it, grab hold to it, and make it happen. Write that down. A pretty person is helping me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. You're putting this in the comments for me because I love you. You're helping me out. Question number two, you need to ask yourself concerning showing up on social media. What are 3 things, okay, you're most passionate about? Because that is going to attract your audience. That is going to attract your tribe. The only reason you're here because you're my people, because I attracted you with my passion for my business, my passion for inspiring, my passion for motivating. That's why you're here. So, what are the 3 things you're most passionate about? Because that's what you should be showing up with on social media. So, it's my God, my family, my business, right? My 90-day sprint, my actions in those things, I'm passionate. Because when you're passionate, it doesn't cost that much work because I'm already passionate about it. I don't have to get passionate about my business. I love it. I don't have to get passionate about my family. I love it. I don't have to get passionate about my God. I love it, right? So write this down. What are 3 things? Oh, thank you so much for putting this in the comments for me. I love you. You helping me out, okay? Now, once you know your passion, your 3 passions, right? Like in my 90-day sprints, I have to do it over and over and over and over for 90 days, completing all the income producing activities every day, writing it down, time blocking, all the things. So anything you practice with conviction and commitment, you will turn into a new habit. And so if you practice showing up as an author, you practice showing up as a new blogger, you practice anything that you practice with conviction and commitment, you will turn that into a new habit. Don't let anything stop you. Okay? Don't let anybody dictate what you are worth. Remember that rectangular paycheck? That's when I realized I was more worthy than what they were giving me. I was like, my time is priceless. I need to be out of this building. I have other things I need to tend to. Number 3, what message do you want to convey to the world? So when you start doing your posting, your lives on social media, thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate you. What message do you want to convey to the world? I want to convey, I can help the average person start a business with me in my organization. I can help them build a business online and offline. I create double threats. I have a proven system. I actually enroll new prospects in my organization every single week. And so that's why I'm developing 100 online leaders. I'm helping 100 families, 100 women, 100 lives, 100 people who want to earn a 6-figure income by monetizing social media. I'm very clear on the message I want to convey. What message do you want to convey? You can't say you want to monetize social media, but you don't have a message yet. What is it that you want people to know? Understand, like I said in the beginning of this broadcast, I'm always competing with me. So don't worry about what other people are going to think about what you're doing, okay? You showed up in 2022 to change. So the goal isn't to beat everybody else. That's not my goal. I don't care what somebody else is doing. I don't even look at it because I'm only focused and concerned with me. So the goal isn't to beat everybody else. Those are not infinite players to play to beat the competition. The people that play to beat themselves are infinite players. That's who you're beating. You every morning. I'm looking at me. Every morning, it's all about me. Okay, how are you going to perform today? How are you going to show up today? You got it? Yes, she's like, I got it, Jerusha. If this is helpful, oh my gosh, I know you tagged and shared already. If this is helpful to you, I need you to go ahead and tag and share somebody that may need to hear this information. Because when I share, you share, that's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Okay, please go ahead and tag and share. Yes. Question number 4 that you want to ask yourself is, what are 3 words that describe who you are? Now, if you guys don't know Eric Worre, he's like the king of network marketing and direct sales. And so has so many great trainings. So I was in this training and one of his top producers gave a challenge to post a picture of yourself and ask your audience, okay, when they think of you, what 3 words come to mind? So this is your homework. I love to give homework. This is your homework. I need you to take a selfie or go through your phone, find a picture, click up, take a picture and say, when you think of me, what 3 words come to mind? That's it. Don't say you're in a challenge. None of that is relevant, okay? You're just who's going to do the homework? Put homework. If you're going to do the homework, you told me you wanted to go to another level. I told you I was going to show up and share some business tips and things that have helped me along my journey. And so I want you to implement those things. People say, oh, knowledge is power. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is power. So I need you to apply these things to your life if you want to change. Okay. Now, I want you to take a selfie and I want to see it. Okay. So when I scroll, I need to see you and I need to see you asking that question. Okay. When you think of me, what 3 words come to mind? That's it. And you're going to put that in the caption above in your description. And you let the people, because it's your audience, right? Your followers, your friends, they're going to now chat in the comments what 3 words come to mind. Okay. Then you'll know that's what you convey to your audience. Then you'll know that's how they perceive you to be. Then you'll know where to start. So does this make sense? Yes or yes? Put homework if you're going to do the homework. Yes, put homework. If you're going to do homework, put homework. And this is important to me, is I need you to concentrate on what you can do. Right now, somebody's too afraid to do it. And I want to encourage you that let's stop concentrating on what you can't do and let's concentrate on what you can do. You can take a selfie. You can ask that question. You can. That is going to cause engagement on your page. Then you'll also know who sees your posts. Okay, so you've got to think a new way so you can manifest a new thing in your life. Because the current challenges you and I face today cannot be solved at the same level of thinking in which they were created. So in order for us to become greater, we have to think differently about ourselves. We have to think differently about how we're going to market and brand ourselves. We have to think differently about how we're going to solve the problems for other people. So I need you to say, okay, this is what I can do. I don't want to know what you can't do. I don't even care. You can take a selfie. You can ask the question, yes or yes. Who's doing the homework? Put homework in the chat. Oh, good. Yes. Nisa say she's doing the homework. Yes. You're doing the homework. You show up over here. I'm giving you homework. I'm like the teacher over here. And number 5, the question you want to ask yourself is, what problems can you solve? I say this all the time. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you got to make sure you're solving a problem. Okay. What problems does your product solve? What problems does your service solve? What problems? Everybody that's a multi, and I'm talking like your Oprah Winfrey's, and I'm talking about your Elon Musk type of rich, they all solve problems. They all solve problems. And so the more problems you can solve, the more people you're helping, then the more obviously you're living your best life. Because that's what you do, is solve problems. Write that down. So write down, what problems do you solve? So if you have a product, so if you're in like health and wellness, right? This is a question for you. Write this down for me. Oh, she said, just did it on Facebook. Oh, yes. Oh, I want to see it. Okay, I want to see it. I love that. I can't wait to see it. Are you on Facebook with me? Can I see it? Because I want to see that. Because then I'll look at your page and I'll put my 3 words that come to mind when I look at your page. If you are concerned about I don't know what to ask a person so that they'll know that you have a product that solves their problems. One of the things is I've become a great asker. Is that a word? I've learned to ask great questions, because the more questions you ask, people tell you everything you need to know to offer your thing. So if I could show you a way, if I was in health and wellness and I said, if I could show you a way to lose weight without starving yourself to death, would you be open to that? All I did was ask a question. I didn't say you were unhealthy. I didn't say you needed to lose weight. I didn't say, hey, I have this product I didn't say that. I'm just asking if I could show you a way to lose weight without starving yourself. And you can look at people's pages and tell if they are saying, oh, I'm trying to lose weight. Oh, I'm working out. Those people are great, concerned with trying to lose weight or stay healthy or be trimmer or whatever it is. Build body fat, muscle, I don't know, but something in health and wellness. And this way, when you ask if I could show you a way to lose weight or to get more, whatever your product does, okay, you fill in the blank, and the person is like, sure, well, yes, I'll be open to that. Now you're able to offer it to solve their problem. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? Now, if you're in like a travel industries, and these are examples because I don't know your businesses, right? If you're in a travel industry, you would be able to say, would you be open to learning about how you could travel for less? Because you see people like, would you like to travel to Dubai? Would you like to travel to blah, blah, blah? Everybody's like, yeah, they want to travel, right? Most people can't afford to travel that way for weeks at a time. They save up, to go one time a year. But what if you go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times a year, traveling to the places you actually want to go? What if I could show you how that's possible? Would you be open to learning how you could travel more for less? Yes or yes? That's a yes or no question. Most people, to be honest, would be like, yeah, I mean, I'm curious. How would I be able to travel for more times out the year for less money? That's interesting to me. Okay. So if it's your opportunity, right, how you solve a problem, because you're solving that person's problem. They want to travel more. You can show them how they can spend less money to do that. Problem solved. What if I could show you how you could earn a six-figure income by monetizing social media? Would you be open to that? What if I could just show you how that's possible? What if I could show you? I've developed 6 leaders in my career, right? So what if I could show you how that's possible for you to monetize social media and build a business to earn a six-figure income? What if that's possible? Now you have a conversation going, because now you know if that person is open, right? You get to show your opportunity solving a problem. So what problems can you solve online? Like, what is it that you know? You already know it. Like some of you, you're excellent cooks. Like you are like a chef. You know how to fit these recipes, and you're solving my problem. I'm not a cook. So if you tell me you're going to show me how to make some recipes in 20 minutes, right now I'm thinking, what are we going to eat? Like, so if you're that person, that's what I go to TikTok for, like 20-minute recipes, chicken. And then they show me these recipes. Whoever did it, I'm so grateful for that person. They solving my problem. So when you're talking about showing up online, you've got to keep that in mind, that it's not about you, it's about other people. And so the reason why I need you to show up like this, and I need you to understand that it's important, because somebody's waiting on you. Somebody's looking for you to do it. When you do it, you give somebody else hope. When you do it, you give somebody else hope that it's possible. It's possible. I remember I told this story, and I'll let you guys go. I don't know, it was a while ago. I hope I can remember the way that it was. Some lady named Diana. All I know is I like great stories. So when I hear a story, I kind of like jot it down so I can remember to share the story. And her name was Diana. She was on TV. She was like the first person to swim from Cuba to Florida without a shark cage. Y'all remember that? And then I heard her interview. She had on this suit, right? I guess she had to have on this suit or whatever, and a special mask to protect her from like jellyfish and all the things. And this is the thing. I think at the time when she did it the first time, she was like 28 years old, and she didn't make it. And then she did it a second time when she was like 61 years old. Do you guys remember the story? Well, Google it. Diana somebody. Okay. And you could just Google probably the first woman that tried to swim from Cuba to Florida. Then she probably would come up. And so she had on this mask thing or whatever, and the suit, and she had to do her business the whole time in the suit. I was like, oh my God, I can't even imagine. That alone would have distracted me, and I could no longer be swimming. What about you guys? Okay. And so she tried it at 28 and she couldn't continue. And then she did it again 30 years later, and she actually reached the goal. She actually did it. Now, I was so excited that she achieved it. It didn't matter to me, what type of suit she had on or what type of mask or how she did it. I'm just so impressed that she never let the dream die. That is your dream. That is your goal. It didn't die because you tried it 30 years prior. That means you were practicing in that time the process. People got to fall in love with the process. If you fall in love with the process, it's going to happen. That's what I believe. 30 years later, she reaches a goal. Unbelievable. This is how I saw it on CNN or whatever. And I'm like, well, that's incredible. What? You 61 doing this? Now, of course, you're going to have people. So when you show up differently online, I've given you those 5 tips to help you do that. You're going to have critics. So she, even though I thought it was wonderful, she had all these negative people, all the naysayers having to weigh in and say, oh, well, this time she had a different type of suit. Oh, this time, she had the rope tied to her ankle and to the boat, and it was helping her swim. It was pulling her along. Oh, this time she had this on. Everybody is going to try to tear you down. All of these people, they forgot the bigger goal was she achieved it. She did exactly what she wanted to do. She gave somebody else hope that it's possible. So I don't want you to get discouraged from these critics, from these people that try to belittle you because they didn't do it. They try to belittle you because they're afraid. And so I need you to stay focused in this 90 days. Okay? I need you to understand your vision of who you are. I need you to understand that any level of success in your life automatically accentuates a level of non-success in somebody else's. Because the moment you show up online differently, you post differently, you're doing lives, you're doing TikTok, all the critics will start talking about it. I don't want you to read it. I don't want you to buy into it. You've got to understand you're going to another level. And the people that you're going to be surrounded with, they cheer you on. They don't talk negatively about you or to you. They say, come on, girl, you ain't doing enough. So write that down. Any level of success in your life automatically accentuates a level of non-success in somebody else's. So the moment you start looking different in your appearance online, somebody somewhere may say something. And I need you to be like, you know what? I already know who and whose I am. I'm expecting this. I'm prepared for this. I'm doing this. I'm going to win this year. I'm going to win the 90 days. I'm going to win 2022. I'm winning because I'm doing whatever is necessary. If that was helpful, make sure you hashtag helpful to Richard. If that was helpful to you today, if you got value today, let me know in the chat. Say yes, helpful. Make sure you tag and share because that's what it's all about. When I show up like this, Miss Marcy is in the building and I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Girl, you got this. Thank you so much for putting it in the chat for me. I appreciate you. Yes. That's so important. So when you watch the replay, put replay below. Of course, if you do that, I will be live every Tuesday at 1:30 on my business page. So if you're on Instagram and TikTok, you can join us over here. I will be live. Make sure you click the 3 dots. So when I go live and do see first, when I go live, you get a notification so you don't miss this goodness. You don't miss your motivation, your inspiration, your business tip for the day because we're focused 90 days. 90 days. You're helping me complete my 90 days. 90 days. Income producing activities. 90 days. Massive action. Girl, you got this. I'm cheering for you. Yes. What's your homework? Put homework. If you are doing the homework, I want to see it too. If you're doing the homework, I know you did it already on TikTok. Miss Nisa already did it on TikTok. So I want to find you on Facebook. Take a screenshot of yourself or a picture and ask, when someone sees you, what 3 words come to mind? And this is how you can start, right? Branding and marketing yourself based on what they think, right? And how you see yourself, first of all. But it's interesting of what people might say. So I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha Wiggins, and I'll see you on the page.